This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
You've got used to one segment of Good Takes in the morning, but now there's a full show of Good Takes at night. Welcome into Raff's Good Take on Sports on 93.7 The Ticket.
All right, welcome in Raff's Good Take. Raff's Good Take on Sports right here, 93.7 The Ticket. You guys can join in via the streams, via the Ticket app. We do got NFL on the brick and mortar, and it's the Eagles and the Giants. And Chris Raff, the G-men, are leading the Philadelphia Eagles 20-17. 9 minutes, 36 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and I think it's the Giants' ball. I don't have it in front of me, but nonetheless, crazy start to Thursday Night Football. Raff, how's it going on a Thursday?
It's going pretty good. I think the Giants are doing. I'm thinking their fans are pretty happy right now. I think Jackson Dart, I think he's going to be a quarterback for years to come. I don't want to jinx him, but just his presence in the pocket for a rookie, what he gets out of, what really impresses me the most is when he runs the ball, he looks downfield he takes his time looking downfield before he decides to run the ball. So I like seeing that out of the young quarterback. And then Cam Scadaboo, he's tough. He runs hard, and he's a lot faster than what people thought, I think, coming out of college. So a credit to the Giants. They possibly maybe have saved Brian DeBall's job. DeBall. I always Dable. My bad.
There you go.
Brian Dable's job for possibly another year. We'll see how how the rest of the year goes forward. But you got to think that they want to keep that core together. And I think Dable there to be his quarterback's coach is huge. Just seeing what he's done with the Josh Allens of the world. So.
Yeah, it's a good fit for Dart right now. That first start, he looked good. Second start, not so much. Now he's looking really good again on this one. He's 12 for 16, 137 yards. He's got a touchdown. And let's see. He's also got 5 carries for 45 yards, as you point. Good on the ground for a rushing touchdown. And then Wandale Robinson, one of the former Huskers, he got in for a touchdown as well. So there you have it. Okay, so just how's the 20-17? Was there a missed PAT?
Yes, there was.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yep.
What's going on with the Eagles, Raff? I'd imagine you got to watch a little bit of the game before hopping on here. What's happening with the Eagles and their defense?
I still think the Eagles are going to be okay. Right now, they're missing their cornerback Quinyon Mitchell. That's hurting them a little bit. So they're going after Dory Jackson a lot with little Jordan Humphrey, and then Wandale's doing his thing. Offense for the Eagles, I think they're going to be fine. I mean, they did run the tush push 4 consecutive times. That was impressive, and there was a offsides in there, but they did not call it. But so it's always funny watching that. So I think the Eagles will be all right. They're good. I mean, they have a good core of players. I think and then Vic Fangio, he'll get the defense going. But it hurts when you lose your top cornerback. It hurts a team just for the fact that that's where you can, basically make one side of the field disappear from the passing game. And when you lose that, you have to, run with, a second team, a Dory Jackson. He's good, but he's not, Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah, and for the Eagles, they don't like playing from behind. They want to run the ball.
Yeah.
And
Well,
this is a good game plan.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's what we thought, but I'll tell you what, they came out and they ran the ball, really well to start the night. I think Saquon had like 2 carries for 30 yards to start the night out. But they start to lean to that passing game too. I think that AJ Brown, and yes, they got behind 13-3, right away to start the game. But I think that AJ Brown, went in the ball more. I think that dictates to them a little bit more than what they led on, because man, Saquon, he's so good. He's so quick, runs low to the ground. It's like I would be feeding that guy at least 20 to 25 times a game, just a given. But right now, last week, 5 carries for 30 yards against the Broncos. I'm not sure where he's sitting at tonight. I know he hasn't had a ton of carries since that opening drive. So he's probably only
10 carries for 60 yards. He's at 10 carries, 60 yards.
So, yeah. So what, he probably finishes the game off maybe, 17 or 18 carries, possibly, just depending on how the game, continues to go for them. So how about excitement?
G-Man just punched it in again, by the way. They got 26-17. They haven't kicked the PAT yet. Second rushing touchdown for Cam Scadaboo. All right, Raff, go ahead.
Okay, so subtract that. So now he'll probably only end up with maybe 12 or 13 carries because they're playing from behind again. So, yeah, that's crazy. He's definitely not on that 2,000-yard pace like he was last year. But the excitement of Lincoln, Nebraska tonight. I mean, I fully expected when I saw you tonight, Harrison, that you'd have like a banana on your head.
I didn't know this was happening. I got to work and it was too late, and there was no bananas to be found at the station.
This is crazy. The Savannah Bananas coming to Memorial Stadium. I mean, what are the stadium dimensions going to be like? I mean, is the Red Monster born? That was my tweet of the night.
Monster.
Lincoln, Nebraska, and the world wants to see the Red Monster. I mean, I've assumed that you'll have left field will be like the long way of it, and then right field will be a short porch right field. So you're gonna have to create the Red Monster to go all the way to to about center field. So I'm excited to see the dimensions of this ballpark. The one thing that really surprised me though is you have all this free time in the summer and you schedule it the opening Saturday of the College World Series. That kind of took me by surprise a little bit. I don't know if that's Lincoln, Nebraska saying, "Hey, Omaha," but it's going to be interesting to see what they bring in. I would assume, they're going to go 70,000, 65,000, or, I don't know how many seats will disappear due to the Red Monster unless they make it a net or something, but it'll be interesting to see what the setup of the field looks like. And then are they, going to cut into the turf and put in a real baseball field? I mean, is this old school like Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia where they replace the dirt with the turf every Saturday? I mean, what's going to happen here? I'm excited to see the dimensions of the field. If they use real dirt, will there be a pitcher's mound? I mean, how's this going to be? I mean, I'm excited.
Well, so it's going to happen in June, right? And we're putting in real grass 2026 as well.
Oh,
so I think it works out, right? You're going to be ripping out the turf. You can get that ready for baseball, and then you can put in the real grass once that's done. So I think that's probably how it'll go. Because again, these are the 2026 games they'll be attending, and they put out this thing every year. The stadiums that they announced this year, and we'll just go through all of them. Kyle Field down there in Texas. That one is May 2nd. Autzen Stadium, Oregon, June 27th, 28th. Gillette Stadium, August 28th, 29th. And then Lincoln, Nebraska Memorial Stadium, June 13th. And I have no idea how they're going to get that field ready for baseball. I get like the grass part, the dimensions.
Yeah.
I mean, what corner are you starting out of?
I'm telling you what, Harrison, you're probably a little too young to remember this, but this harkens me back to a time gone by at the beginning of every football season. The NFL, some of the NFL stadiums, the Raiders, the Chargers, the Broncos would have
I've seen the highlights where they got those setups.
Infields cut out the first like 2 or 3 games of the season because the baseball season will still be going. I'm putting it out there right now. Leave the infield for the first game of Nebraska football season.
No, not the hard pass. Sorry, Raff.
Oh man, I miss the infield.
Ugly. It's so ugly. I was watching Deion Sanders highlights the other day, and I can never get over it when I see that baseball field on a football field while they're playing football. It probably doesn't hurt too bad to get tackled on it, but it just looks terrible.
Yeah, it was interesting. Back in the day when that would happen, because you always would, the first 2 games of the Broncos season, it was pretty much a given that there was, because before the Rockies came, there was the Denver Bears that played minor league ball there, and then the first year the Rockies played at Mile High also, so they'd have that infield. But then once they built Coors Field, there was no more cutout infield in the Broncos world. And then, of course, the Raiders, they always had it, but they were always back and forth with in Los Angeles, and now they're in Vegas, of course. But yeah, the old infields, you had to gauge where you'd kick from, because kicking from the dirt was different than the grass. Good times. I miss them.
Yeah, I mean, I miss some of the old stuff, not so much the field.
But this is another thing. I was thinking about this tonight. So you're bringing the bananas here. You got the College World Series, first week in the College World Series, the first Saturday. What is it going to take to get the Major League Baseball draft in Omaha?
I don't know. I mean, Nebraska becomes the epicenter of baseball, especially during the College World Series. I mean, you're going to have the Savannah Bananas in the College World Series. Like, Nebraska is going to be the baseball state. The draft being in Omaha would make so much sense.
Oh, it'd be so cool. They need to have a lot of the players that are getting drafted. They'd be able to have some sort of, not really a draft night, but I guess I don't know. It'd be cool. Like if they could do the first round at the CHI Center. Boom.
I think they should. It makes a lot of sense. Like Omaha is one of those beautiful locations for baseball because it's got a crowd that will go and watch it no matter what.
Well, and then if you had the College World Series going, and if you did the first round, say you did the first round of the Major League Baseball draft on the Friday before the opening of CWS.
Oh, there you go.
So like you do like 7-9 or 6-8 or 7-9. You do the first round of or 6-9, first round of the Major League Baseball draft. Then you have like your concert and your fireworks over at the Blatt, or you do your first round at the Blatt with the crowd, and then in between picks, you have like your music and stuff playing. Oh man. So many great ideas. I cannot believe nobody's hired me to be there like their marketing manager or anything like that, just for the fact of all these ideas I have. I mean,
well, you give them out free, Raff. That's your problem. They just tune in to Raff's Good Takes, and then they don't have to pay for them.
Well, I've got no calls from the university asking me about my statue garden. I thought for sure we'd heard about that by now. I don't know. I don't get it. I've given out these free ideas left and right. I don't get it.
Keyword, Raff. Free ideas.
Yeah, free.
They're saving them. They're not telling you, but they're taking all your ideas. They're in the files somewhere about the statues. I know Troy Dannon, he came by and he was talking about building a bunch of new statues. And I was like, yeah, I know you're definitely listening to Raff. That was his idea. And you just don't want to give him credit. No, that never happened. That's total fictitious story. But you do get some ideas, Raff.
Well, I think Memorial Stadium will look like the Coliseum did back in the 50s. Back when the Dodgers played at the LA Coliseum, they played. Oh, actually, yeah, I think it was the 50s. I believe they played a couple seasons in the LA Coliseum. So I'm assuming that's probably what the stadium will look like for the Savannah Bananas game. I mean, I gotta assume it'll probably do 50, 60,000.
They'll do more than that. I bet. They'll probably sell it out, Raff.
Well, it depends what they'll have to do with seats, because you see, I'm taking out like 20,000 for the Big Red Monster, because
okay, you're right. Then it'll probably be around that.
And then I was also thinking too, if you hit it over the Big Red Monster, of course, for a home run, are the skyboxes, are the glasses baseball proof? Or are we taking a chance that we might be seeing a shattered press box or a shattered skybox during this game? I mean, these are questions that need to be asked and need to be answered. And I need to know, is there a possibility that we could see shattered glass during the Savannah Bananas baseball game?
I think, yeah. I doubt they're baseball proof.
Because
why would you install those to be baseball proof? Who's going to hit those windows?
Yeah, you would have never
hitting at 99 miles an hour.
You would have never dreamt that there'd be a baseball field played at Memorial Stadium. So now these are the questions we got to ask. I mean, is there a possibility some guy, hits one over the Big Red Monster? I mean, yeah, there could be some crazy stuff happening in this game. Or is there potential? I was going to say hit one out of the stadium, but the skyboxes are too high for that. So,
yeah, that'd be crazy if they did that.
Yeah, that'd be a Roy Hobbs shot. But yeah, there's definitely going to be some interesting aspects for that night. And then what's going to be even, they usually bring out the celebrities. Which celebrity is going to come out and play like an inning? Do you think Darren Erstad suits up? I would say Darren Erstad and Alex Gordon need to suit up for this game.
I can see Alex Gordon for sure.
I think Erstad could suit up today. He's still probably works out 3 times a day. So I mean, Erstad, Jabba
will probably be down there. I wouldn't be surprised if they get Schwallenbach to maybe come down there.
He'll be in the season though, so he won't be able to come.
Yeah.
But how about so we go Jabba, Erstad. Who else is retired? Who else?
You would know better than I do when it comes to the baseball greats. I'm a late baseball enjoyer.
If they really wanted to go crazy, would bring Turner Gill out there in a baseball uniform.
Well, I'll tell you who we will get to see. Kyle Perry.
Yeah. KP.
Former Husker.
Yeah, that'll be big. I wonder if he'll come in and probably have to do a show or two, while he's in Lincoln.
He's going to definitely do a show. We'll have to get him on here. And knowing Kyle Perry, he's one of the nicest guys. He'll do it for free. Even if we try to give him something, he'll probably turn it down. But no, I wonder if they'll do anything for KP since he is back at home in Lincoln, and he's been pushing this a lot. I hope it was a cool standing ovation moment for Kyle Perry.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's just thinking of all the baseball greats. I'd love to see Darren Erstad and Alex Gordon and Jabba suit up. I've heard Jabba say he might have another half an inning in him. See Jabba throw from the bump, or maybe they with it being College World Series, does Shane Comine, what does he still have in the tank? Can he give us a third of an inning? I mean, there's a lot of different ways that you can go here with this. I think it'll be a fun night for baseball. I just wish it wasn't the same weekend as College World Series, because you're making people having to decide, what to do. Because I know there's a lot of Nebraska fans that, even though Nebraska hasn't been in the College World Series for a long time, that first weekend is always devoted for them to go to the College World Series. And now you're going to have a choice. It's like, well, do I continue my tradition of going to the College World Series and doing Jello shots, or am I going to go to the Savannah Bananas game? So it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
Which one would you decide? Because I'm going to be in that predicament, Raff. I think I know, but what would you do?
I'm going to the Bananas. I want to see Darren Erstad and Jabba and Alex Gordon. I want to see Alex Gordon.
I'm going to the Bananas too. I want to see the Big Red Monster. I just want to see how they do it. How do you? Because it's once in a lifetime. Like, how do you guys do this? I want to see it.
And will there be glass shattered?
Will there be glass? Yeah.
There's questions that need to be asked. It's going to be fun to see when they release the field dimensions, because I guarantee you they've already got the field dimensions, how they're going to do it, because they would have never offered to host the Bananas if they did not already have the field dimensions decided. So it'll be a cool night for baseball in Lincoln, Nebraska. That's for sure.
Yeah. And the way they do things, like, it's a whole festival outside. So it's like 4 hours before. They'll be all out there in front of Memorial Stadium doing all sorts of stuff. There'll be tents, there'll be merch, there'll be players. And it's like a whole event before the game where it's like a festival outside. So
that's cool.
It's going to be really cool for people. And there is this crowd of people, Raff, and they're a very miserable crowd that watch the Savannah Bananas and go, this is dumb. Why is this popular? This is ruining baseball. And it's like, or you could just enjoy it. Baseball is still happening.
Yeah.
It's something different. They try to make it more fan friendly. It is not the same as regular baseball, but it's fun. Like, you can go and enjoy it and not be a stick in the mud.
I like the 2-hour clock, and I also like I like where the fans, if they catch the ball, they're out.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that stuff in baseball. And you just got to embrace it and have fun with it. I mean, like you said, if you're stick in the mud all the time, you're going to get stick in the mud results. But if you sit back, relax, and have some fun with it, it'll be a fun night.
Yeah, and I think that's where people have the disconnect. Like, they're like, oh, it's not serious. And it's like, it's not supposed to be. You're supposed to just kick back and have fun.
Yep, exactly. Like Harlem Globetrotters type.
Exactly. It's pretty much like they still compete, but it's not, they're not chasing a title or anything. They're there to entertain you. So if you're going to sit there and wait for, some high baseball skill, you'll see some cool backflips and some catches, but like, you know what you're watching. It's for entertainment. And what they do, again, I think the whole idea of it's really cool. It's the whole festival. It's really good for like family and friends.
Yep.
The whole day. And if you got youngins with you, the youngins eat that stuff up. They get those guys really involved. And then, of course, they stand out there until every autograph sign. What they've done there is really incredible. So that's why it's always fun, because Kyle Perry, he's had a show on the ticket. It's cool to see his career really just blow up after being on the Savannah Bananas. And, he's a guy who I think really embodied what Nebraska baseball was. You could say he wasn't our best player. You could say all this, but he stuck with us thick and through. And man, he was racking up injuries and never even thought about leaving. He even could have had an opportunity to maybe go to the MLB or get drafted, and he decided to come back. And then he had another injury, and it kind of spiraled out after that. But what not better guy to have represent Nebraska on a national level, because he's out there. Savannah Bananas, they're national, and our guy Nebraska. Our guy Cal Perry is representing Nebraska, and like, you probably couldn't ask for a better guy to do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. It'll be a great night for him to return. I'm like you said, there will be a standing ovation. I mean, just once you hear that Kyle Perry from Nebraska, I mean, that right there, that'll bring the crowd to its feet. So I'm excited. I'm excited to hear the details of it. I'm excited, for who the mystery players are going to be. I mean, it's going to be a cool night. And what's also going to be great is for the city of Lincoln, because that's going to give them probably a weekend of full hotels and eating establishments and everything else. So that's going to be a great weekend for Lincoln. And it's just another, cool event that they have at Memorial Stadium. I would think that Savannah Bananas, Nebraska volleyball. I'd have to think that there's probably going to be a boxer from Omaha eventually that probably takes the stage. So I would assume Terrence Bud Crawford will probably be one of the next big things that happens at Memorial Stadium.
I've been hoping for that. That'd be the coolest thing ever. I would have to go to that one. I will spend the money if I can go watch Terrence Bud Crawford fight in Memorial Stadium. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, that being said, though, we will go ahead, throw it to our first break here. This is Raff's Good Take on Sports. Harrison Arns back here at the Ticket Studios. Chris Raff streaming in down there in Alabama. We will talk to him on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor, and we want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Back to Raff's Good Take on Sports on 93.7 The Ticket. With all the good takes you need, here is your host, Chris Raff.
Welcome back in. Segment number 2, Raff's Good Take on Sports. Chris Raff streaming in all the way down from Alabama. Harrison Arns on the 1s and 2s in the capital city of Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska. Raff, you got on the slate here. NFL. Just NFL. You left it a little bit mysteriously. Where do you want to go with it? The floor is yours.
Well, it was just like the Thursday night football. I just wanted to, little chit chat about that. Also wanted to bring up the Dodgers defeating the Phillies. So they're moving on to the NLDS. The pitcher had an error in like the bottom of the 11th, and the Dodgers were able to win that game. So they move on. The Cubs and the Brewers are playing right now. So the Cubs have got to win tonight to keep that series alive. So a lot of good stuff there. And then we got the big football game on Saturday, Nebraska.
Well, real quick, can I ask you this? How happy is the MLB right now that at least the Dodgers broke through? Toronto beating the Yankees was probably like, oh my gosh. Because they could sit there with the Detroit or Seattle and Toronto matchup, and then they're probably hoping for like a Cubs Dodgers. But if it became like a Toronto Brewers World Series, like that's a tough sell for the MLB.
Yeah, definitely. If you're the MLB right now, you're hoping the Cubs come back and beat the Brewers, because you have a Cubs Dodgers series that would be, that would be marketable.
Oh yeah,
but also, I think the Milwaukee, if they're playing for Bob Uecker, I think that's something you could sort of market a little bit too. But at the end of the day, you want those big market teams for the dinero, the dollars, the money, the eyes on it, because the Mariners and those teams like that, they don't exactly grab a ton of eyes. Even we love our beloved Royals, but they don't grab a ton of eyes. In the Midwest they do, but all over the country, not as much.
Yeah, well, and especially when you've got like the Dodgers. I mean, that's a national team, because of Shohei Ohtani alone, like the number of dollars you're pulling off that. So I know they are just so happy that those guys found a way to get through. They beat the Reds and then they beat the Phillies, so they can move on. Because again, with one of their cash cows and the Yankees being out, they had to be sitting there like, oh boy.
Well, you wonder too with the Yankees, what kind of offseason moves do they make? I mean, this is the time where if it was the boss, George Steinbrenner, there'd be heads a rolling and there'd be changes being made. And the Yankees, for the most part, they made some moves over the last, couple years, but not like the big splashy, like crazy, like fire your manager and hire him back the next year type thing. I kind of miss the craziness of George Steinbrenner.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad because I wasn't a part of it and I just got to watch it from the sideline. It was entertaining to always watch that. But yeah, that's all I got on the MLB. If you do want to dive into some NFL now.
All right, NFL. Actually, I want to skip the NFL. I want to go straight to Nebraska football. We got to talk Husker football. It's Thursday. We got a huge game coming up. 4-1 Maryland and Maryland. What do you seeing this week? What are you thinking for this game, Harrison?
I did a 30-10 prediction, Nebraska.
Ooh.
And I wonder if that's way too much.
You know, what's crazy was I was thinking, what my prediction for the game was going to be. And the first one that came up for me was 31-13. But then after a little bit more thinking and stuff like that, I decided to go 31-20.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, to me, it comes down to a couple of things. If Maryland makes Nebraska one-dimensional, we're in trouble if we can't run the ball. Because their whole thing, they like to get pressure. We've given up 12 sacks in the last 2 games. If they can get us just constantly back reeling and say they get up a score and we still haven't really got a run game going, all of a sudden there's a lot of trouble in College Park for the Huskers. And that's where I'm a bit nervous because, if we're not able to protect the quarterback and we're not able to get the run game going, it could be a really tough game to pull off.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think the running game for both teams is going to be essential because the weather there could be a little rainy, a little windy. So you've got Maryland, Malik Washington, their quarterback. He's throwing the ball, 42 times a game. They lean heavily on their passing offense, and then you got Nebraska, who's their passing defense has been pretty phenomenal, to begin this year. So something's got to give there. And if the weather is, if it's wet and rainy, it'll be, which quarterback, can throw the ball the best in the rain. The receivers going to have to catch the ball, going to be a slicker ball. So I'm excited, from that factor to see if the weather does play a factor in the game. But if everything, stands pat and we get some good weather for the game, if Nebraska is able to, shut down their passing game, because they really, I think their leading rusher averages 3.5 yards a carry. So by no means are they a stalwart when it comes to rushing the ball. So I think it's going to be huge for Nebraska to, put pressure on the quarterback, keep him in the pocket, and, see if they can shut down the passing game. Because if we can do that, I think Nebraska will be looking fairly good, on Saturday.
Yeah, well, let's look at some of the key stats because now we're both 5 games in. These numbers mean a little bit something now when you're comparing teams nationally. You could do this weeks 1, 2, and 3, but those non-con games, it's so hard to tell who's really that. But 5 games in, you get a better feeling of it. So rushing offense, to your point, they are 128th in the country, under 100 yards a game. Nebraska, not that much better, 101, but you count all those sacks, but they probably lost quite a few spots right there. So not as bad as 101, but probably not too far away from it. Passing offense, Nebraska is 8th in the country. And
hello.
Maryland dropping back as often as they do, they're actually 48th in the country. Washington can be accurate if you give him the time. Passing defense, Nebraska, number 1 in the country. So you like that a lot for us. The problem, though, is Maryland, sacks allowed, 4th in the country. They do a really good job of protecting their quarterback, and he's quick, he's decisive with it. So if the passing defense is there, it still might be a pretty tough game to get some interceptions. I mean, he is a smart quarterback. He'll just throw that stuff away, or he'll just go ahead and take a yard or 2 if it's there. But it's going to be one where we're going to have to get some pressure to force those bad decisions because they're good at protecting him, and he's not just going to throw terrible passes if it's not there. So you got to get that pressure and make him feel like he's rushed to throw it.
Yeah, it's going to be the front 3, the front 4. It's going to be a huge game for Nebraska to get pressure to where they don't have to dial up. You got to dial up your blitzes from time to time, but if Nebraska can put pressure on with their front 3, their front 4, that'll go a long way for Nebraska. But at the end, it's just going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of, how Nebraska tackles too. If the conditions are rainy and wet, bring the guys down to the ground. But I just think that this is a game for Nebraska. I think this is Nebraska's game. If they don't make it, too big for themselves, I really think Nebraska can come out and win this game. I know it's the Big Ten and we can only, but I think Nebraska can get away, with a big road victory. And this is a big game for Nebraska too, because the only other game they've been on the road was down in Kansas City, kind of a road game, kind of not. I mean, not the full like Arrowhead. I'm not even sure if they had Kansas City, if they had the Chiefs locker room that night or which locker room they had, because there's always a decided difference in like what the home locker room looks like and the visiting locker room looks like. So just the fact that, quarters might be a little bit different for this game, just being in the visiting team. And then this will be the first game of the year where the crowd will be decidedly against Nebraska. I mean, there will be a strong Nebraska contingent there, but I would assume that there'll be more Maryland people there than Nebraska. So that's something that Nebraska have to contend with. So there's a lot of things that there'll be firsts this year for the Nebraska football team. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle those.
Yeah, and it's pretty long travel as well. And, sometimes those sleepier environments are a little bit tougher when you get into a College Park game where I think the attendance will be better because Nebraska is there. And I mean, DC is such a transient place that there's going to be a lot of Husker fans around the area that'll probably go to the game. But, Cincinnati, you can't really count that. They got to drive there. They didn't have to hop on a plane or, really easy travel. Didn't have to mess with their clocks really at all. Easy to get there. This game, what is it, a 1 hour time difference?
Yes.
Yeah, so not terribly, but that's still a pretty long trip. And again, you're on the road, the real road for the first time here. To me, is like, can you guys just stay poised enough to communicate and do the basic stuff? Because sacks, that's another area where Maryland really shows the strength. They're fourth in the country in total sacks. Can, on the road in an environment that's not really that loud, can the offensive line communicate? Can the running back communicate? Because again, Maryland is going to try to catch you with your pants down. They're going to show a bunch of stuff, do a bunch of stunts, move guys around, pre-snap, all to get you not to know who you're supposed to block. Can you communicate through that on the road? Or do you start to lose your poise a little bit? To me, that's like by far the biggest challenge. And if they do that, if they're able to communicate through it, again, I think you can get to that 30-10 score. If you do not communicate, and it looks like the last two games, my score prediction, I already know is way off.
Yeah. I just, and the thing too, I always got that Nebraska thing lurking in my head. I'm like, do I think Nebraska could win 30-13, 30-21, something like that? I believe they can, but then also I know Nebraska too. We crawl into the middle of the third quarter and we're in a dogfight. So I guess it would not surprise me one bit to see Nebraska in a complete dogfight come Saturday. It would not surprise me one bit. And then that's just where Nebraska's just going to have to dig deep and, take care of it. Like we've said previously, whether you win by 1 or 50, it does not matter. All it's about is just winning right now. So, all right, forever, I guess, in today's college football and the way it's set up in the Big Ten is just if you get your wins, you're going to have a chance to be in the playoffs. So I just, if Nebraska gets in that kind of a dogfight slugfest, that they're able to, come out on top on Saturday.
Yeah, on the bright side, they've been coming out on top a little bit more when it comes to those type of games. So that helps. But again, I think if they just execute, they should be able to pull away from this team. If not, it will become a dogfight, and who knows what happens in that type of ball game.
Yeah,
I got to ask you this. Go ahead and make your point, and then I'll ask you.
Oh, no, I was just going to say there's a lot of good football on Saturday also.
Yeah, and there's a lot. Before we go to break, our final break here, selfishly, I got to ask you this because I know we got Raff's good take for the third and final segment. Everyone I've asked is not giving me the news I want to hear. There is a very, very important Monday Night Football game. Some might say the most important regular season game so far. The Commanders and the Bears. The Bears, again, have to go on the road. Raff, who's winning the game?
So it's in Washington?
Yeah, it's in Washington again. Who the Bears were winning at until the Hail Mary.
Yeah. Oof. Oh. This is, I'm going to say it's going to be a tie.
No, you can't do that.
Why not?
I'm not letting you go tie. You
no,
can.
You can't go. I guess the first thing when you first said it, the Commanders.
All right, we can go to break here. Raff's good takes on sports. I was hoping you'd have my back. No one's had my back.
Well, it's not so much that. It's just I guess I like Daniels a little bit more than Williams right now. I guess it would just
You and everybody else. Raff.
That. But I mean, but did he deserve unanimous Rookie of the Year? No. Bo Nix should have had a part of that. His statistics were better. Yeah, forget that. I'm rooting for the Bears. Let's go Bears.
All right, there we have it. DP, I'm gonna be looking for him on TV. He said he was gonna be like holding a sign. That wasn't gonna be very kind things to me or the Bears. He has good seats. He's gonna try to get some selfies where he's sending me, selfies with him and Jaden Daniels. I really can't have that happen if the Bears lose. And then DP sending me like 50 images of him having the time of his life and another Commanders win at home. And then my Bears. I just need this one. This one means a lot for my soul. So it's good to have you join the Bears bandwagon. Jaden Daniels is very good, though. I won't lie to myself. I am nervous heading into this one. But really good game. You also have Bills-Falcons Monday night as well. Do you like the 2 Monday night NFL games?
Oh, it's all right. I've always thought of Monday night as like the spotlight game, back to the Howard Cosell halftime highlights and stuff like that. So I like the one game. What time is the Bears and Commanders on?
It's the last game of the day. I believe it's like a 7:00 start. Let me double check for you. It is it's 7:15.
Okay, so we'll be in about the fourth quarter when oh man, that'll be an interesting Monday show.
I'm thinking about having Tristan run the board. So you might have a new prediction because I'm gonna be sweating bullets come Monday. This one I talk too much for games that matter to me. And I was letting my mouth run again. And I don't say anything crazy, but enough for people to give it back to me if they lose. And I gave them a lot of ammo, to say the very least. So we'll start the break. I'll say some prayers over the break, give the Bears some more hope, but don't go anywhere. Raff's Good Take coming up. Final segment on the other side right here, 93.7 The Ticket.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Back to Raff's Good Take on Sports on 93.7 The Ticket. With all the good takes you need, here is your host, Chris Raff.
Welcome back in. 93.7 The Ticket. We still got NFL on the brick and mortar. And the G-Men, 34-17, taking care of the Eagles. The New York Giants having a day. And if you're a Giants fan, this has got to be the happiest you felt in a long time because you guys might have yourselves a quarterback in Jackson Dart. Chris Raff, time for Raff's Good Takes, though. What do you got for us?
Well, before that, I just wanted to say that I guess Russell Wilson went in for one play tonight and was booed pretty hard. So I'm thinking that the Russell Wilson era might be finished in New York. So just
they seriously booed him?
Yeah, they booed him.
Sorry, Russ, you don't deserve that.
So, all right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to Amanda Gershon. Amanda, she basically gets dresses for like girls that are going to like prom and homecoming and stuff like that. She has like 250 of them, and she donates them to young ladies that aren't able to afford a dress, whatever. And she basically provides a dress, and she provides hair and makeup and stuff like that for the young lady. So I just wanted to give Ralph's Good Take out to Amanda. I believe it's called Sandy's Boutique if you want more information on that. But I just wanted to commend Amanda for doing such a cool thing for the community. So Amanda, you are Ralph's Good Take.
Man, yeah, absolutely. That one's awesome. Man, if I'm going to do good take on the spot, I got to start thinking of these before we get the good take part. You know, I'll just give it to Be a Beacon Lighthouse.
Hello.
Lighthouse in Lincoln. They are so awesome for the community. They really are, because there's always that group of people that, yeah, and this isn't entirely true with Lighthouse. They don't just take bad kids. That's somewhat of a lie, but anyone can go, but it's a place that kids can go to after school, and it's a third party. They can get fed. They can make sure they have a place where they feel safe. And some kids go because they just kind of like to hang out there. And some kids go because they kind of need that, that place where there's some adults in the room that really care, that believe in them, that are going to help them out with any troubles that they may have. And again, like if they just need a meal, They can hook him up there. But the entire staff there and how much those guys really care about those kids, it's stuff like that in the community that's what makes the Lincoln community awesome. Because you have the Bill Missioners out there that are running Lighthouse, and they're purely doing it because they care about the community. Bill is not doing it to raise his own status. He's doing it because he genuinely cares, because he was a Lighthouse kid himself and he knows how much it matters. So that's my good take. Shout out to Lighthouse right here in Lincoln. They do just a ton of good work, and it doesn't always get noticed, but they deserve a ton of praise.
Yep, I agree. 100%.
All right, Raff, with that being said, we'll go ahead and get out of here. What's your score prediction? What'd you have for Maryland, Nebraska?
I said 31-13, but now I'm going 31-20.
31-20. I'm going to stay on it, 30-10. I might change it by the time we get to Saturday. You'll hear if I do or not. Raff, appreciate it as always, coming in here on a Thursday, streaming in here. Nonetheless, this has been Raff's Good Take on Sports. Harrison on the 1s and 2s. Everybody else, enjoy the rest of your Thursday night.
Bye.